Hey guys, what's up? I hope you've all been healthy so far. Everything's been going well and you've been having a great time and that you're feeling really good. Welcome to another video from the Cronus series. Guys, today I want to talk to you about the Apex game pack that's actually on Braum Studio itself. I'd really appreciate it. Please like, leave a comment, subscribe, and also hit the bell so you'll know whenever I upload a new video. So you'll get notified right away, check it out, and enjoy it. And don't forget to join the Discord and Telegram channels too, because a lot of explanations, some apps, and a lot of information are shared there. I post them there so you can access them more easily and make use of them. Alright guys, let's get back to the rest of the video as usual. So we open the Zen Studio program. We connect the Cronus to the device on the right side, and then naturally we need to go to the program section. In the program section, I've already put Apex Beam 2 here and saved it. Then done. We have two versions of Apex Beam 2. If you look closely, it says Apex Beam 2 non-PlayStation 5 and Apex Beam 2 PlayStation 5. The one that says Apex Beam 2 PlayStation 5 here is specifically for PlayStation 5. But the one up here says Apex Beam 2 non-PlayStation 5, which means it's without PlayStation 5. This one is for consoles like Xbox, the Xbox Series, or PlayStation 4, or PC. So I took this one, then just dragged it down here and put it in the empty slot of the Cronus slide. And guys, when I press this Program Device button here, it really did save it for us like this. We saved this Apex Beam 2 non-PlayStation 5, which is specifically for Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, and PCs right here. Now in the rest of the video, guys, we're going to switch to the gaming PC and show you. I'll show you, because we're going to test the recoil and do some other stuff. Okay guys, now we've come here. In Apex, I selected that mode. Right now, I started playing the training mode, which is the first thing you do when you create an account. You have to complete this short trial period in it. So as you can see, I haven't activated any script on the Cronus at all. It's just on the Cronus logo. First, I'll fire a shot so you can see how much recoil it has. Take a look. It climbed significantly higher than expected. And I'll explain the items to you. This script, or rather the Apex game pack, is like insurance, guys. It has a lot of modes. But I'll tell you about a few of its main modes so you can use them easily and quickly, and it'll be handy for you so you can play comfortably and enjoy it. Alright, the first thing we do is go to the Apex Game Pack 2 mode and activate it as the default. Guys, the weapon I'm holding right now is the R301, so here I've selected the R301. Now, just like I mentioned before in previous scripts or game packs, to enter the mode, by default, to enter the settings modes, we need to hold down ADS, which is L2. Then press and hold the options button. Look, the first mode it asks us about is, what's your character's name? Exactly, guys, the character's name. For me, it's this one. Right now, the character I have selected is the one with Legemds Select written underneath, and I've chosen this character. Button layout, guys, is the next mode. You can set it however you like with your own movement or whatever you prefer. By default, you can change it, go to its other settings. The next mode is called ADS, which is actually L2. Pay attention, it says LT, L2. That's for the joystick. The next mode, guys, is fire button, which is the one labeled R2. The next mode is jump, which is the A button. But for you guys, you should press X. That's what it actually is. The next mode is crouch, which is the slide. After that is melee, so select the one labeled R2. Next, guys, is reload. I'm not sure about the next one. Just keep going like this. Set mode 10 and mode 11 to default, and then mode 12. Guys, for dead zone, make sure to set this dead zone to default. The next mode is called locked dead zone. Definitely set this to small. It will really help you. For the next mode, since it says hip fire sensitivity, set it to either 1 or 4. Pay attention, there are 8 levels, so set it to either 1 or 4. The next one is, again, ADS sensitivity. Just like the first one, meaning the previous one, which was hip fire, set it to either 1 or 4, so both of them. You should either set it to 1 or to 4. Don't make it more, don't make it less. Both should be the same number. The next one is about, in the game, how your jump works. It has classic mode and fine aim modes. And now, for the other settings, make sure to set them to classic. Then here, it asks you which platform you're on. I'm playing on PC right now, so I selected PC. Basically the PC gaming mode. Next, guys, here it says Game Rumble, but it doesn't really matter. What really affects your aim is mostly your weapon. For now, I'm setting it to block mode. And then there's another mode here as well. It says anti-recoil. Guys, make sure to enable this and don't mess with anything else. Just leave the other settings alone. Don't do anything else. The next mode, guys, says anti-recoil. Make sure, absolutely make sure to turn this off. Don't change anything about it. The next mode here asks you what your primary weapon should be. For me, it's the one I'm holding, the R301. The next one says secondary weapon, which you can select by right-clicking. The next mode again refers to Profile 1, which is for your first and second weapons. This is the profile now. It's saying first and second weapon again. And in the next mode, guys, in the second profile, it's the second weapon. Here, guys, these are the profiles. You have 2 profiles, meaning you can set up 2 different loadouts with 4 weapons in total. The next mode, guys, is switch method. Just leave it on automatic. The next mode, guys, is silent aim. You can either disable it or enable it, and enabling it is to your advantage. Next up, guys, is the booster. Here, it's asking you what kind of input device you connected to the PC. Is it a joystick, which is basically a controller, or is it a mouse and keyboard? Well, for example, right now I'm playing with a joystick. I'm setting it to controller here, guys. Look, it says main aim booster. Your booster has 3 modes, option 1, option 2, and option 3. Whichever one you choose, it doesn't really make much of a difference. The next mode is rapid fire, which you can set to always on, disabled, only for ADS, or only for hip fire. If you set it to hip fire, put it on always, meaning it's always on. The next mode is fire mode, which is currently disabled, but you can set it to crash spam. Or there are other modes, but I set it to disabled. The next mode is again fire. It's a mode where you can set it to unfire, ADS only, hip fire, ADS and fire, or unfire. This means that when you shoot, it empties the magazine faster. The next mode, guys, is armory, and it says it should be assault rifle. Or, for example, it could be SMG, LMG, sniper, pistol, or any of the others you have. Here, you can choose your weapon, the weapon you want to use in the game. The next mode, guys, is quick scope, which is for scoping in with the sight. The next mode, guys, is bunny hop. There are different modes for bunny hop, guys. This one, for example, is for barrel, this one is for AWP, and this one again is for barrel. Again, optic here refers to your secondary, meaning your second loadout, so to speak. Then we go to the second profile, which is basically the primary weapon of your second profile. Again, optic refers to the primary of your second profile. Here, again, it goes to your second profile, your secondary loadout. As you can see, a lot of people have even included very detailed and minor things in it. As you can see, my primary weapon is R301, and then if you look further down, there's the P2020. As you keep scrolling down from mode 50 onwards, these are all the weapons, and as you go down, you'll see them until we get there. When you get to mode 69, which is labeled Turbo, you can set it to R1, which is the best option. Then it shows the shortcut you have, meaning what you're going to use to activate it. Is it the keyboard or the controller? Right now I'm using the controller. I set it to controller. If we scroll down, there's loot, which shows how to, for example, pick up loot. If you want to disable it, you can do that here, or with anything else that's available. Then there's ballistic, which I set to R301, and after that comes custom. Here, you can set your own custom options. Whatever you prefer, you can customize it here, whether you want it enabled or disabled. Here, guys, is the jump section. These are basically the formats or modes for jumping. This is how it works, guys. You can see all of these are for super jump and so on. I don't know. Next is the mantle mode. Then here's the input for speed, basically for emptying the magazine, reloading. Again, here's the keyboard, whether you want it enabled or disabled. Here again is the power mode, guys. You can enable it. Then here is the profile swap, which you can also customize. And there's the delay, guys. This game pack has 89 modes. Now I'm going back into the game so I can show you the main modes on the controller. What should you do so you don't have to keep going through all these modes, seeing all 89 of them and getting annoyed? Look guys, now I want to tell you about the shortcut keys for switching modes so you don't have to keep pressing this L2 option and get frustrated trying to go through all 89 modes and edit them. When you hold down the touchpad and press L1, it switches to that mode. Remember I told you that you can have two profiles? Look, I'm holding down the touchpad, right? L1, you see? Profile 1, Profile 2, Profile 1, Profile 2. You can easily switch between them, and the customizations you make will be saved to each profile. Profile 1 is yours, and Profile 2 is yours too. Or you can set up Profile 2 so both Profile 1 and 2 are yours to use. Look guys, for barrel, the first weapon's Profile 1 comes up. For optic, the first weapon's Profile 1 comes up again. Then for barrel, the second weapon's Profile 1 comes up. And again for optic, the second weapon's Profile 1 comes up. Here, it switches to Profile 2. Again, barrel for the first weapon's Profile 2 comes up. And again, optic for the second weapon's Profile 2 comes up. Here guys, barrel for the second weapon's Profile 2 comes up. And here guys, optic. The second weapon's Profile 2 comes up, you see? It switches really easily. You can change it. Because the game is set up so that, for example, when you're looting, it gives you a good barrel or a good mag. You can do it quickly. Here, come and customize it. Look, guys, when you pick up the attachment, you put the attachment on, it's the armory, and as you can see, it's an assault rifle. You can quickly switch it from assault to, say, machine gun, which is SMG, LMG, sniper, pistol, or anything else you like. Whatever weapon you have in your hand, you can quickly select it here. Now, after this, I'm going to go to another wall to show you how the recoil is changed. Look, this was without me activating the game pack. Now I've activated the game pack and I'll tell you about its recoil too. So what should we do now? Look, I'm shooting right now. Just watch, I'm just firing. Do you see how close the shots are hitting? Now again, these shots were without the script, and did you see how much they went up? Now, I'm going to put an example here. Watch. Did you see how tight the grouping was? Now to control the recoil, you tap twice, and there you go. Look, now the anti-recoil popped up here, which says ADS adjustment R301X. I set it to -12. That part is for left and right movement. And then again, there's ADS adjustment R301Y, which is for the up and down movement. You can adjust that here in the next tab. Next mode, look, hip fire adjustment R301X, which I set to -19. Again, hip fire adjustment R301Y, I set it to -91. Check it out. Another thing, guys, right now you can use this on this weapon or any other weapon, and it's a really precise and neat little tweak. For example, when you shoot, the gun moves up or maybe down or, left and right, whichever way it moves when you hold down L2 and push the joystick down. Look, it showed up here on the Cronus. You see the 4 times here. It's exactly showing 4 times. Now, when I shoot, watch, it pulls down. Again, I hold L2 and push left. You see, now it's at 1x. Now look, it went up just a little. Again, I hold L2 and push right. See, now it's at 3 times. It brings it down more. Again, I hold L2 and push up. See, now it's at 2 times. Look. It brings it down just a little. For example, let's say you have this in front of you and you're shooting at it, and suddenly it drops. You're still holding ADS, which is L2, and when you push up, look what happens. I'm shooting and it brings it down. When you push up, it automatically does it, see? You see, with 2 times, it drops just a little. Did you see that? It brings it down just a bit, that easily. So if you're quick to notice this, In the game, for example, when you hold the touchpad and press L1, it goes to your profiles, or when you hold the touchpad. When you press R1, it switches to barrel and optic mode, and all your primary and secondary weapons go to Profile 1, your main weapons. And your secondary goes to Profile 2, and when you hold the touchpad. If you press R2, it goes to that armory. So basically, that weapon or the text below it says Weapon Select, meaning the weapon you want to select. You press circle to exit, and when you hold the touchpad and press L2, it switches. This way, you can control your weapon's recoil more easily. And for example, if you want to, you see, for example, your weapon's recoil is high. Look guys, when you hold L2 and press up, this happens. With 2 times, it brings it down a little bit. When you hold L2 again and press left, this happens. With 1 times, it comes back again and shoots right at the spot. So, no matter what recoil value you've set for your weapon, you can control it easily. Just by holding L2 and pressing left, up, right, or down. 2 times, 1 time, and then 1 time again. It still hits the same spot, you see. At first, when I shot without the Cronus, you saw how it went up like that. Then, this was with the Cronus. Now, I'll do another test for you right here. Watch this. Again, I hold L2 and press left, which is 1 time. Let's watch again. Again, I hold L2 and press up. Look, it brought it down just a little, really easily. So with this method I mentioned, L2, left, up, right, down buttons and all that, with the anti-recoil you can get, you can easily control the recoil of the gun. There are a lot of other mods too. It explains everything in detail, so you can really define your playstyle based on that. I've activated exactly the aim assist boost, and as I said, for the anti-recoil with the touchpad and L2. I activated it, moved it up and down, and controlled the recoil. Look, I press L2 to the side. I press the left, and you see, the dot just shoots easily, just like that. That was it for the game pack for Apex Legends. As I mentioned at the beginning, you have to connect the game pack itself to your device. Now, whether it's a gaming PC or a console, you need to adjust some of its settings. You have to quickly activate some things manually, like aim assist boost, or the other items I mentioned. Then it's really easy in-game with those shortcut clicks I told you about. You can use them very easily. You can change your main recoil, or for example, switch it to double X or even triple X, or switch it to 4X or even just 1X. You can easily do all of this with those shortcut keys. Thanks for sticking with me until the end of the video. Guys, I'd really appreciate it if you'd also follow the Discord and Telegram channels, because I post a lot of information there. That way you can download things more easily there. And it'll be more accessible, so you can use it. I'd really appreciate it if you'd like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so whenever I upload a new video, you'll get notified right away. Check out the notifications, enjoy, and good luck. First, I hope you all get rich, and second, stay healthy. Third, you know, you're my loves. Until the next video, goodbye.